Hey, what's up? It's your girl Nique, and you're tuned in to Nique at Night. I told you guys the next time you see a video from me, it was gonna be me covering this R. Kelly interview. They have released snippets of the interview online. They played it all, I think, in full on the news, but I didn't watch the news. Y'all know I be catching my stuff online. So I'm gonna share with you guys the part of this where he talks about his relationship with Azriel and Joycelyn. He talks about how they have a very much real relationship. And I'm going to play it for you guys. And because I'm also going to be pausing certain parts of it, I am in my room, so I'm not on camera, but I'm here and I'm going to be doing commentary just the same as if I was actually on the screen. So let me show you guys what he has to say about their relationship, because he is saying that their parents handed them over. So here is what he has to say.
That the 52-year-old R&B singer has brainwashed, addressing his current relationship with two young women, 23-year-old Joycelyn Savage and 21-year-old Azriel Clary, live with him at his Chicago home. Their parents believe that the 52-year-old R&B singer has brainwashed their daughters. The Clary's attorney released a statement calling Kelly a liar, manipulator, and sociopath. Later this morning, Savage's parents plan to hold a news conference addressing our interview. But here's what Kelly told us about the two young women. What is your relationship with them?
I love them, and it's like they're my girlfriends. It's like, we have a relationship. It's real.
Okay, so as you can see, he's saying that they are his girlfriends. And that's what I've kind of reported on my channel before. I told you guys that it looks like they are in a polygamous relationship. And it looks like he's dating two women at one time, which, there are a lot of people who do that. Let me show you guys the rest.
And I know guys, I've known guys all my life to have 5 or 6 women. Okay, so don't go there on me, okay, because that's the truth.
The fact that they're much younger than you.
I don't look at much younger than me. I just look at legal. I just look at you're you, I'm me. Now, I don't know if you're married. I don't know. I don't know if you had a relationship. I don't know what I don't know. But one might be older than the other. One might be younger than the other. Okay, so
that's him saying that, they're legal, they're of age, and that's what that's information that we all know. And a lot of the comments that I see a lot of people, they're always like, when there was first rumors about him dating them or him having them, he should have sent them home, blah, 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 blah. But I'm just like, my stance has always been, if they're grown or they consider themselves to be grown because they are 18 and over, and that's where they want to be, he can't, you can't just say, hey, go home if you don't want to go home and this is where you want to be, But I'll continue.
Oh, I just look at legal. Okay? There are older men that like younger women.
Is that
There
you?
are younger women that like older men.
Are you an older man that likes younger women?
I'm an older man that love all women.
Okay. Kelly says he met Joycelyn Savage after her father brought her to one of his concerts when she was 19.
I didn't go looking for a Joycelyn Savage.
Right. Okay. So before he starts to talk, because I've seen a little bit of this already. So he starts to talk about how the parents brung her to him and put her on stage and wanted to make sure that she was on stage. And I think this is kind of what his manager was referencing when his manager was saying, like, a lot of these women targeted him, or he was targeted himself. He didn't go out and physically target women and go out and try to, go look for people to capture type of thing, because that's the narrative that social media kind of paints. But let me finish playing it.
I was doing my show. He brought her and asked a friend of mine to put her on the stage with R. Kelly. Make sure she's on the stage.
Azriel Clary also met Kelly at one of his concerts.
Okay, and so the same type of scenario happened with Azriel, where the family kind of brung the child to him in hopes of, setting them up to have this, music career or fame or whatever they wanted their children to be associated with R. Kelly. And this is information that that we've all heard and known about. So I'm going to play it again and continue.
Her parents say Kelly pulled the then 17-year-old on stage back in 2015. They say they had hoped that she would become Kelly's musical protege. Azriel Clary, what is your relationship with her?
Right now, I'm seeing her.
You are seeing her?
Yeah, she's 21. I'm seeing her.
She's 21.
Yeah.
But did you start?
So that's his girlfriend, and Joycelyn is his girlfriend. I'm going to continue.
Seeing her at 17?
Absolutely not.
Did you have sex with her when she was 17?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Although her parents wanted me to.
No, her parents claim they have text messages that show that you had sex with her when she was 17.
Claim.
So you're saying you did not have sex with her when she was 17?
Absolutely not.
You are with two women right now. You love them. They say they love you. What kind of love is it that keeps these young women away from their families? Their families are saying
these.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause it right there and go to the chat. Somebody says, hello, I caught your live. Ivy says, why would he even do this interview, Lord? I don't know. I wouldn't have done the interview, but he's saying things that I've always thought to be what it was. I always thought that, you know, they're grown adults. They are there because they want to be there at this point, and that's the reason why they're not quote unquote going home. A lot of people say like, well, you know, why don't you send them home? Why don't they go home? And I think that's kind of what Gail just asked him. So I'm going to go ahead and let him answer. And sorry, I am going to be pausing this here and there.
I'm talking right now about Joycelyn
because
and Azriel.
I'm going to answer your question.
What kind of love is that?
What kind of father? What kind of mother will sell their daughter to a man?
Who did that?
How come it was okay for me to see them until they wasn't getting no money from it?
Okay, so as y'all see, R. Kelly is saying that the parents sold their children to him, and by children, Joycelyn was 19, and Azriel, she was, I believe, of consenting age at the time as well. So somebody said, saying he met them at 19, that's a joke. No, it's not. I believe that he really did meet Joycelyn at the age of 19. All of these girls are not 10-year-old girls that he's meeting. A lot of the women were of age. So Joycelyn was, I believe, 19 when he met her. That's, to me, I believe that is definitely true. But let me continue.
Why would you take your daughter? If I were going to take my daughter and she's 19 years old to a 49-year-old icon, whatever, celebrity, or R. Kelly concert, or whoever it is, I'm not going to put her on the stage and leave her. I'm going to take her to the concert. Their father is more into my music and know about my music than they do.
You're saying the parents handed their daughters, Azriel and Joycelyn, over to you? Is that?
So, and that's a lot of the narrative that a lot of people in the comments say without him saying that. A lot of people, when they talk about, you know, who the enablers are, they talk about who is helping him along the way. A lot of people say that, you know, they feel like the parents are to blame because the parents kind of offered up their children until it was no longer beneficial for them. And I'm going to let it continue again. Let's play it.
What you're saying to us?
Absolutely. Are the cameras still going?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Not are the cameras still going.
I know you suggesting that the parents sold the daughters to him?
He is saying that the parents are in it for the money, is what he's saying. He is saying that both sets of parents brought the daughters to him in hopes that they would work together and that the parents could do a deal with them, that maybe the daughters could work. I mean, he tells a very different story. I talked to Azriel's father the night before the interview. He very much believes that his daughter's been brainwashed. He says his daughter loves to sing, and that's how she got involved with R. Kelly. He says he has text messages that prove they had sex when she was 17.
Okay, so that's what they have to say about it. The parents are saying that, you know, the kids are brainwashed. Well, not kids because they're adults at this point and they've been adults for quite some time. But, you know, I mean, what he's saying on that part of it is true. He's saying that, you know, Joycelyn was 19. Azriel is his girlfriend. That's that. The parents, I feel like, have some blame too. Like, if you're going to say he's guilty, then the parents have to be accountable in this as well, because their intentions were, you know, to be okay with this until it was not beneficial to them any longer. And that's just what it's always sounded like. And this portion of it is him specifically talking about his relationship with Azriel and Joycelyn. It's a couple seconds, a few seconds left, and then that'll be that for this portion of it. And then they have another part where he's talking about something else, and I'll share that with you guys as well. But I'll end this one, and then I'll start another one.
And so, you know, there's all sorts of court cases going on. It really is, Nora, I have to say, hot mess all the way around, on all sides,
And Joycelyn's parents, as we mentioned, are going to be holding a press conference
later. Yes, they're holding a press conference later today. It'll be interesting to hear what they have to say.
Okay. So as you see that Joycelyn's family, they are going to be holding a press conference, and they're going to be, I guess, responding to this interview, giving a rebuttal to this interview. And I mean, they have been pretty vocal about their stance, I guess. To me, I don't want to call them quote unquote clout chasers, because this is their daughter, but a lot of what they're doing, it seems more like, it doesn't seem genuine. The Savages don't seem genuine at all to me. And that's just that. They just don't seem genuine at all. I believe, like I've always stated before, what he's guilty of, I think that he should be convicted for. I don't think it's a crime to date the women that he's dating now. I think that if there is this tape with the 14-year-old, I feel like he, you know, he should be convicted for that in a court of law. But like I said, I don't believe the Savages are, what do you call it, genuine. I don't think that they are genuine. Somebody says, girl, just say you support R. Kelly. And I keep seeing that comment down my thread time and time again. And girl, I don't even, I've been up all night doing videos, and I think I've kind of answered that narrative in my last video, so I'm not even going to waste my breath responding to you, because clearly, yeah, I'm not even going to waste my breath. Anyways, but Ivy says, Hugh Hefner dated 19-year-olds at 18, and people thought he was so cool and dressed like him on Halloween, and y'all dress up like his bunnies. They both sick. I don't see the difference between Hugh Hefner liking underage girls and R. Kelly correlation either, but people say it's a difference because there is allegations against him versus it not being allegations of it being inappropriate with Hugh. So, yeah, you know, hey, I feel like it's the same thing. The law is, if you're 18, that they're capable to date. I don't see what a 50-year-old man would have in common with a 21-year-old, but just because I don't see morally what they would have in common doesn't mean that I can convict him of something that's not quote unquote a crime, you know? Somebody said, I don't agree with you. The Savage have a right to protect their child. They do have a right to protect their child. I never said that they didn't, but what I will say is they don't seem all the way genuine. They don't. They don't. You know, and I'm not saying that they don't love their daughter, but all of their actions don't seem genuine. Like trying to become YouTubers and like just some of the stuff that they do, it just seems like beyond the whole you know, I'm trying to do what's right for my daughter type of thing. And that's just my opinion. But even with that, like I said, and like I will always say, guilty for what he's guilty of. Let him go in the court of law. Somebody says she's grown, ? I don't know if you're talking about Joycelyn, but yes, Joycelyn is grown and Azriel is grown. Azriel is 21, Joycelyn is 23. But that's all for this video. I'm going to end this live, and I'm going to restart the live with the other part of the interview. So definitely refresh your screen. And those of you who just now catching this, I've been up all night posting videos, so my brain is just not even all there. But I wanted to, you know, share this with you guys before I went to sleep. And yeah, so refresh your screen because I'm going to show you the other part. All right, guys.